Do I just not remember the last one?
I tried to ask you about caddying, and we decided that we should wait till you got back. So I think you timed your trip perfectly.
And we waited. We did the whole thing. We did Chad's sports analysis thing that he did.
Oh, that's right. That was fun.
We just turned his sports take into the whole thing.
Just remember the challenge.
Do I need to have? I don't either.
I don't either. Was it to watch a WNBA game or watch a Lynx game?
Yeah.
Was it to watch 6 Lynx games?
No, but one of us had a challenge of actually making a segment out of this. So
I've got takes.
Good. I need some takes. We'll talk about it on air.
Just give it a minute or two here.
Anybody have a challenge for tonight?
Absolutely not.
Maybe to mow the yard.
Ideas.
Haven't done that yet.
I did one of my yards tonight.
That today.
Gotta do the other one tomorrow morning.
One of your yards.
Man, look at this aristocrat over here. This landowner.
I have a
Peasants.
chair. I have a chair. King in the castle.
You peasants with only one home. One set of problems.
Are you talking about the country home or the very, very country home?
The very, very country home is fantastic. God, I can't wait to live there. Can't wait to have you guys over. You're in the country.
I just imagine like your parents' old house, like the house you grew up in.
Yeah, I mean, it's not to that extent, but it's a similar feel. It's like it's you in the woods and there's not anybody getting in your way.
Are we live yet? Never mind. I won't go there.
Yeah. I should, in theory, be playing the intro right now.
Welcome to the Good Guys to Know podcast. Good Guys to Know podcast. Welcome to the Good Guys to Know podcast. Good Guys to Know podcast. Good Guys to Know podcast. Good Guys to Know podcast.
Welcome to the Good Guys to Know podcast, a bi-weekly production bringing you information on a variety of topics guaranteed to mold you into a good guy to know. My name is Gio. It is my pleasure to introduce you to the rest of the Good Guys to Know. We've got Peric.
What's up, everybody?
And Mitch.
Hey guys.
And Chad.
Evening.
And as Good Guys to Know, we like to start each episode with one of our favorite drinks at hand. I need to get something to drink, sorry.
That is convenient podcast.
I was going to say, I guess we'll wait
Yeah.
for 3 seconds.
Still not perfect.
Coors Light.
Not
Okay.
perfect. Throwback.
Yeah.
With a cap, just in case you don't finish your whole Coors Light, you can put it back in the fridge and sip a little more later.
Save it for next podcast.
Gross. I can't honestly. I had a Coors Light earlier tonight, and it was a tall boy, and I couldn't finish it before it got disgusting. Like I had, and I've had that experience several times with the Coors Light tall boys, where it's just like it's bad now.
Once it gets past ice cold, it's unbearable type.
Yeah, it's like getting a large iced coffee. By the time you get down to the bottom, it's all watered, and you might as well have just gotten a medium because you're throwing the rest of the way anyways.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good. I'm here for that take. I think the first drink has to be. You got to be aiming for like 30% of the beer on the first drink. Like if you want to stand a chance, you got to make a dent in it early.
Big opener. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You got to quench that thirst early. Well, Chad, if you're not drinking a Coors Light, then what are you drinking?
I'm having a pseudo-sue.
I got one of those too.
Well, you should have.
We're like
chosen
twinsies.
Wiser. Oh.
Cute.
Yeah. I'm one step ahead of you though, as it turns out.
I'll try
So
to
all you
catch
got to
up.
do is drink 2/3 of that thing, throw the rest out, and move on to a better beer.
Touche. What about you, Mitchie?
I just finished my generic Theraflu called Wall Flu out of this mug because I've got COVID.
Oh yeah.
But
And your
I've
day,
got-
what?
This is day 2 after my positive test. I tested positive yesterday, so yeah, not going too bad so far. We'll see, but I got a big one on backup. This is
CBD.
not so. I'm still non-alcoholic here, but this is infused with
CBD?
CBD. It was in the non-alcoholic section of the liquor store.
Nice.
Wow.
It's the third. So I got a 4-pack of this. The first two. So I mean, we got. I think it was like 3 years ago or something. We got like CBD gum or something, and shoot it on the golf course, and like joked around about how it was like gonna make us high or whatever, which is not what CBD does anyway. But I saw this, and I'm like, all right, I'll try it out. And the interesting thing is the sleep scores I had on the evenings that I drank this was
Out of
upper
control.
90s. Upper 90s.
Ooh.
90 on my Whoop, right? So like 95 and a 94, which is way higher than anything. And one of those was I went to bed late. So like, I mean, I think the Whoop is placebo. I think CBD is placebo. I think everything is placebo. But there was actually like data that like the nights that I did drink this, I had really good sleep.
What is the
as-
Whoop actually measuring? Remind me.
It's measuring heart rate variability.
Okay.
So there's like a parasympathetic and a something other sympathetic response. And if those are like, if any one of those gains more control, that means you're trying to recover one way or the other or something. It's like I said, it's totally made up. But the more
Smoke and
variability you have in your heart rate, the more
Sure.
primed you are for
Yeah.
strain to like
Yeah.
work out hard.
Yeah.
And so if you have a heavy night of drinking or something, one of those responses goes higher and you have to make up for it or something. So who knows what it is.
Interesting. So
That is
CBD
interesting. Yeah.
something.
Yep. Peach mango, 25 milligrams CBD and elderflower, lightly carbonated.
You sure it's not the
can't tell.
elderflower?
That's in the
Could be the elderflower.
Could be the elderflower, could be the adaptogens,
Are there adaptogens in that too?
zootropics,
Oh.
L-theanine. But
I can't decide
Drink
if
up,
that
baby.
drink is like late to the CBD game. Like kind of CBD is like a little out of fad almost now.
yeah.
Or if it's like early to this is the next drink. And based on our last podcast when we talked about like how on just the fucking cutting edge you are of all this stuff, I have to believe that this is the next new thing.
Next time you guys go to a liquor store, go to your non-alcoholic section and check out and see if they have any CBD infused stuff and give it a try.
You lost me.
What?
Next time you go to your liquor store, go to the non-alcoholic section. I don't
Yes.
think so.
That's where I
not
got
what
the
go to
really good
liquor
hop
stores
water that I
for.
talked to you about last time.
Chad's an
Yeah.
alcoholic. He's not welcome in that section.
No. I get all confused.
Well, I
Start
was getting
questioning
my
the purpose of
my
life.
hop water mail ordered for like $2.50 a can.
Right.
And then I
That's
was
the
like,
only
wait.
place I've seen it.
I was like, wait, I can get this at the liquor store for much more reasonable prices. So
Oh, seriously?
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Huh. All right,
Huh.
sir, what are you drinking?
That's not that crazy. If you're getting it,
It's something
like,
gets
I've only
cheaper at a liquor store than ordering it?
Then
That's
getting
crazy.
it shipped from California, yes. It was not the exact brand, but
I mean, we're not
Same-
talking about
same
Amazon packages. We're talking about a beverage.
I guess.
Did you
but
get it
I
on
mean,
Amazon?
Another beverage, like if you're going to order a bunch of wine, like it would be cheaper for you to order it from the winemaker than it would be to go to the liquor store and buy that wine.
I don't think that's true at
Think
all.
so.
Maybe if you order it in bulk, but
Oh, Mitch, you were ordering one can at a time. Oh, that explains it. If you just order one, it makes more sense.
all
grab
right.
and save, baby, one a day.
I think the most
who could
important
ever
detail.
find the answer to this question? It's unknowable, so I guess we'll just have to leave it.
The most
Eric,
important
what are
detail
you
is you got a
drinking?
different thing at the liquor store for cheaper. You didn't get the same
Yeah.
thing for cheap. You got a different brand.
Right. Well, same product.
Your your credibility is shot, Mitch. Until this
Fine.
CBD
You conveniently left
oil
that detail
takes
out.
off.
I'm gonna have to reel back my
I had
argument.
to ask for
here.
it too. It did feel weird asking because he was like, "It's in the non-alcoholic section." I was like, "Do you have this like hop water? It's like non-alcoholic." He's like, "Look in the non-alcoholic section. There's this big warehouse and just one door. This
Just
size."
covered in dust.
After you turned around, did you hear him say, "You fucking alcoholic"? Or no? Did you not catch
No.
that?
No,
Okay.
he does not care. He does not care.
Parrot.
When are you done with that,
I'm
Jazz? Sorry,
June 15th. Two more weeks.
coming right up.
Yeah.
That's like right before the next. Wait, we'll do the next podcast, and that'll be the last.
Next podcast will be the last
podcast.
one non-drinking.
And then on June 15th, everybody just we'll take turns just checking in on Mitch that night. Just like send a text, make sure he's still responding.
I wonder what June 15th
He answers
is.
like
It's a
only in
Wednesday.
Spanish. He's just so out of his mind on tequila.
Tequila. Tequila is having a moment right now too, or maybe that's just Google sending me
That's
sending
definitely
me
what's
articles
happening.
about it, but it's like very, very popular right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Peric, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking some Bullet Rye, which I haven't had in feels like a long time. So the old standard.
Holds up.
Yep, still good.
Not bad. Is this the part where we do, in an attempt to become even better guys to know? Each podcast we take part in an official Good Guys to Know challenge. These challenges, which range from following the paleo diet to learning to use the Dvorak keyboard. Woof. Last for 2 weeks and will definitely make you a good guy to know. As always, you as listeners are encouraged to attempt our challenges along with us. This challenge was brought to you by Chad, I guess, based on your last... Yeah.
In conjunction with our topic of conversation last show, which was Minnesota sports and the fact that we're all watching the wrong ones and we should be watching the Minnesota Lynx, that piqued Mitch's interest and subsequently a bit all of our interest. And so the challenge was to watch a Lynx game over 2 weeks. And I tried. I did.
Trickier than it sounds. Trickier than it sounds, isn't it?
I tried on 2 or 3 occasions. I have Roku and Hulu. That's where I get my live TV. And I worked for at least 3 minutes per sitting to find a Lynx game, even to record one, like to record an upcoming. They're not on TV. How do you watch the Lynx? I couldn't find it, and then I gave up. So I don't think I completed the challenge. Literally didn't complete the challenge, but I'm a little angry that I tried to be a Minnesota Lynx sports fan and I was unable to do so. What are we doing here? So
it is kind of a tough scene. I had the same experience as you, and it was even harder for me to find the app. But when I found the app, I was kind of pleasantly surprised.
What app?
There's a WNBA app that you can watch every single game live and after the fact on demand.
Do you have to download the app to watch
No.
WNBA?
It's for $19 a year. So $20 for the year. So I did it because it was worth it. It's the beginning of the season. $20 for a whole year. What is that? $1.50 a month or something? Like it's nothing. And so I got it, and I was sort of pleasantly surprised about it. Now the problem is, it doesn't give it to you live if it's in market. It's one of those things, right? Where like in Minnesota, I can't get the live game. I can get it on demand.
Can't watch it. You can't watch it anywhere. You can only
without a cable subscription. So there's something called Bally TV, I think, that you can get it on, but it's some very obscure sports thing. So like if you're in Minneapolis, you can't get a Lynx game on TV.
Wow.
Bally is not obscure. Actually, Bally was like the NBA playoffs were on Bally a bunch of times as well, right, Gio?
No, there were a few games like early in the playoffs, so there were many games on every night. But I think Bally may be also more of a Midwest thing because it was only the Timberwolves local games that got put on Bally.
Okay.
Is that the old
I had
gym?
never heard of Bally before.
Bally
and then I was
Fitness?
trying to watch the Wolves in playoffs, and suddenly they yeah.
So the app was like kind of glitchy and kind of like you get what you had like definite you get what you pay for vibes with it. but you could watch a game. The thing that I had trouble with early on was I was trying to watch the game as if it was live because it's pretty easy to avoid links news. It's pretty easy to like.
No spoilers.
But then I think my brother texted to the Discord something, Lynx win or something like that, like on their first win. So they've had a very rough start to the season. And then I was chatting with my mom or something and she was like, "Did you see the Lynx game? They lost again or something." I was like, I was literally like halfway through it, like invested in it. And it's really tough for me when I know the outcome to get into it and watch it. And so
Yeah.
I got to
public
pause you
service
there.
announcement for everyone. Yeah.
I want to hear you do like your full links segment.
I don't really have it prepared quite yet.
Well, we'll just take your immediate gut reaction after trying to get in. But first, I want to hear if these other guys did the challenge.
Good call.
I did not.
Perrick, did you even try?
No.
Okay. Gio?
I didn't watch, but I did try, and I was watching highlights and paying attention to games. Like I was more invested than I ever have been, but I didn't technically watch a game. So,
okay. So Mitch, you were the only one that watched any games, and it sounds like your family got into it a little bit too. You guys were sharing communication between each other about it. So tell us about your I guess beginnings of fandom for the Lynx.
So I think I probably watched 4 full games, 2 wins and 2 losses.
Okay.
The ones at the beginning, what really struck me was how frenetic it was. And there's 2 ways that it was frenetic. The actual gameplay seemed very frenetic and kind of like out of control to me, fast-paced, like throwing up shots that didn't look like they were good shots and things like that. And this was at the beginning. But then when I heard the announcers talking about it and reading articles about it, just the roster of the teams, and not just the Lynx. The Lynx were particularly bad at the beginning of this season with like all the roster changes and stuff they were making. But it sounds like the WNBA in general is very like in flux all the time. And I think it is because they don't get paid anything. Right. And so they had all these players that were like finishing up seasons overseas in Turkey, in Europe, that were like earmarked to play on the Lynx. But it's like, hey, I'm going to finish out this season and get paid over here before I come. So for the first like 4 or 5 games of the season, they don't have like their roster. Like they don't have some of their star players. And like it just struck me that would never happen in the NBA or NFL or any of these things where it's like, oh yeah, just wait 2 more games and this person's going to be back from Turkey and able to contribute. And then there's these things called hardship contracts, which I think they have in the NBA as well. Do they? Hardship contracts?
I've never heard of it before reading about the Lynx a little bit. So it might be just a WNBA thing.
So a hardship contract is where if you have a certain number of players that are out because of injury or other unforeseen reasons, you can sign someone into a hardship contract, but then as soon as that other player is ready to go, you just get booted. Like you can't. Doesn't matter the circumstances. Like you just are gone.
You're a mercenary.
Exactly, you're a mercenary for maybe 2 games, right? Just so that they can like put enough women on the court to play.
The teams are not large, right?
No, it's like 9 or 10 players on a team.
That is crazy.
It's something, or 12 maybe, or something. I think it's 12 on a team.
5 at a time.
It's 12 on a team, and if you have 4 people that are like out because of injury, you can sign hardship players. And those hardship players can play for however long those players are still injured for. So as soon as that ankle heals up, like, okay, see ya. And I don't know what they get paid. I mean, I looked up so I started to dig deep, right? And I think the minimum pay is something like $32,000, and maximum pay is like $65,000. It's like something crazy.
What?
It's something crazy. I'll do a full like rundown of the payment scheme. But so the Lynx having kind of a frenetic just game pace and style and a frenetic like constantly in flux roster made it really jarring and like to watch the first few. The last couple, they do seem like things are stabilizing. I'm starting to recognize faces, and especially as a new fan, like to try and jump into that was difficult. But yeah, I could name some players. We've got Sylvia Fowles, who's like one of the all-time leading scorers in the WNBA, and she's like came back for her last season type
Total
thing.
Freakonomics. Remember that?
I'm also learning a lot about. Yeah, I can hear you. What about Freakonomics?
You're getting ducking a little bit.
You're getting ducked again.
Go on.
Something about economics?
No. The moment's passed.
Okay.
She's a low post player, right? Isn't she a big tall one?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's a tall. They call him a tall or something. She's the tall.
No.
She's one of the talls.
And then we got a point guard, I believe. I'm actually learning quite a bit. I'm learning things about basketball that I never knew. Because as I was watching some of these games, I was like, I don't know if I've ever watched a full NBA basketball game, like ever. And so me watching 4 or 5 of these games is like more basketball than I've watched in the entire 38 years of my life.
Is it getting
in the last 2 weeks?
Is it getting more interesting or less or staying the same?
I think it's a little bit more interesting when you know some of the rules and you know about. I wish I had examples of it. I'm not calling up any examples, but they actually do jump balls, which I don't think they do in the NBA. Don't they just like switch back and forth? So like actually, if both
They
of
do
them
jump
get it,
balls.
They do?
jump balls.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they just switched off or something.
Let's just
Possession arrows. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm still in. It's hard for me. So now my strategy is I look at the schedule, I figure out when they have a game. So then the next day, I bring it up on my phone to watch the replay of the game, and I have to like unfocus my eyes when I'm getting it started, or else I'll see the score. And so you can start it, and I look at it like you're looking at a magic eye. You know how you can kind of like out of focus,
Yeah.
so I can't see the actual scores. Then flip my phone sideways to go landscape, and then it goes full screen.
Great app construction.
Yeah.
It's kind of you get what you pay for sure.
So there are
and there's
some
all sorts of complaints about it.
There's some WNBA games on like Hulu, right? But it's only like the top teams with big markets that have at least some interest.
Or the playoffs, or yeah.
Okay. So I got a little bit bummed because we spent all this time looking at all this data about the Lynx being awesome, and they're like at the bottom of the league this year, right when we get interested, right? Are they still?
Yeah.
They must still be near the bottom.
They're 2-6. They're 2-6. I think there's only 34, 35 games or something too, which is different than NBA as well. So it's like the season's almost a third over already. So they really, they have serious work to do. They seem to be kind of gelling a little bit. Finally got some stability on the roster, but yeah, it's kind of a tough scene. What you were 100% right about though is watching these replays, no commercials, no nothing. It's actually very well edited together. You can get through those in less than 90 minutes, right? So it's something that you could watch after the kids go to bed.
Mitch,
if you're watching the replay.
I'm interested in your take, having not watched or participated in much basketball. Is there anything that's clear to you about why they are losing? Like in the matchups you've seen, is it obvious that they are not as good as the other team at something, or not really?
Not really. Nothing that has presented itself to me. And the coaches and the interviews and the players are all the same platitudes that everyone always talks about when you get just general sports interview. It's like, well, we gotta, if we get it in the paint, if we get it to Sylvia more, it'll open shooting out on the outside, and we gotta keep the pace up to keep the, we want to play a fast Lynx game, blah blah blah. It's like just all this,
same
general nonsense.
I can't imagine coaching like that. Like a 30-game season where your first 6 games you don't have all your.
You don't have
players.
everybody. Yeah, it's like you're still figuring stuff out. They're still figuring out
you have an
there's a stretch where,
entirely different team in the
but it seems
third.
like they kind of switch stuff around constantly, so it's just constantly shuffling, and it's a smaller it's a smaller overall population of teams and smaller teams themselves. So it's like these women are just kind of hopping around constantly and kind of know each other all. And so, yeah, it's interesting. I'm gonna have definitely more takes. I read an article from 2004. This guy with a very spicy take about how the WNBA never will be popular ever. Like, because there's no demand for it. And he was like, mark my words, in 20 years, attendance is still gonna be the same. There's still gonna be no demand. And like, kind of sure enough, like we're 20 years later and it's not popular right now. So more to come.
Cool.
Thanks
for doing the work.
Well, you guys want to hear about my golf trip?
Kind of.
Yes.
I'm really jealous. I was looking at the pictures, but I want to hear.
I mean, we've done golf trips together. Like, we go to Palm Springs every year and play golf, and we've done Sand Valley. This trip was maybe better than all of them put together.
Wow.
It was.
Thanks.
It
for
was
that.
epic. I mean, just like feeling overwhelmed with happiness the entire time I was there. Like, it was really, really remarkable. Golf, atmosphere, I mean, caddies, all of it was unbelievable.
That's
so
awesome.
I went, for you, those of you keeping track, I went to a place called Bandon Dunes. I'm double repping.
Ooh, brought back some merch.
Brought back some merch. I gave Peric a Bandon Dunes divot tool.
Cool.
It's in like southern Oregon, right on the coast. It's in the middle of nowhere. We flew to Portland and then took a party bus from Portland to Bandon. 12 dudes.
How far? How long?
It's about 5 hours, 4.5 hours on the bus.
Closest airport to Bandon? Is Portland
It's
the closest?
not. You can fly to Eugene, which is about 2.5 hours from Bandon, but it's very hard to get direct flights there. And you can fly directly into a place called Bend, Oregon, which is 20 minutes from Bandon, but it's small planes. The only direct flights are from San Francisco and Seattle, so you got to get there first. They come in once a day and leave once a day. All golfers, and there's like a 30% chance that the flights just get canceled because the weather is too windy and the planes are too small and it's just not safe. So it's like high risk to take kind of the other options. So really the best option, the most economical option is go to Portland, rent a car. Because there were 12 of us, we either got to rent 3 or 4 cars, or we just rent a big bus and drink on the way down, which was awesome. But it took us I left my house at 6 a.m. and we didn't get to Bandon until 5:30 Pacific. So it's like a full day of travel to get there.
Yeah.
But we get there, they have like a par 3 course called the Preserve. It's like a 13-hole par 3 course. So that's like where we're starting. Bus driver drops us off on the first tee. He's like, don't worry, I'll take care of your bags. So we give him a much bigger tip, and we just change into our clothes, pull our clubs out of our travel bags. And
is that the picture we saw of people getting dressed in the parking lot? Okay.
Yes. That is round 1. Because we're fighting sunset. We supposed to have a tea time. But so we just flip this guy an extra $200, and he just takes all of our shit, and we just assume it's gonna get there. And sure enough, it's waiting in our rooms when we get done with golf.
Oh my gosh.
And then so we get there. One of the cool things was when we were planning this trip, there's one guy named Preach, who was part of the planning committee, and he had all this stuff. His wife got pregnant, they moved to a new house, they realized they hated their house. It was a whole thing, and he ended up bailing on the trip, which is a bummer because he'd been planning it. Unbeknownst to all of us, he had secretly, after he canceled the trip, realized his regret and booked a parallel trip for himself at Bandon like matching tee times right either before or after us on the same courses at the same time, except he arrived a day earlier. So we're like getting ready to hit our first shots in this par 3, and we are like amped. And all of a sudden, he just comes walking around the corner with a case of Coors Light, and it's just like, "Hey guys, what's up?" And it was like, just like this crazy, like we're already super emotional, and it was just like have another one of your good friends like just show up out of nowhere to join you for the week was super cool. So that was like we're starting in like the highest of highs. I hit the first tee shot of the group. I swear it was going to go in. I stuffed it to like 3 feet, made a birdie on the first hole, hit my tee shot on the second hole. It's starting to get windy. Hit my tee shot on the third hole, just starts pouring. And I'm like wearing my airplane clothes. Like I had no time to get ready for this. So we played in just like pounding wind and rain. It was a little wild. There's the other cool thing is like there are 5 full courses at Bandon and then a par 3 course.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just golf everywhere, and each of those courses has a corresponding restaurant. You have like a steakhouse and an Irish pub and like a seafood restaurant and like a bar and grill. So you have all these different options every night of
but
where
is
you
that
can
the
eat.
only is that the only option to eat? Like you have to eat at the
Oh
restaurant?
yeah. Like there
So it's
is
just
only
restaurant food
on
for 5
site.
nights in a row.
Yes. We did go to a grocery store on the way there and picked up some like snacks and stuff. So we had some things, but I mean, yeah, I was eating out every meal for 5 days, which does get a little exhausting. But anyway, so yeah, I played 147 holes of golf in like 4.5 days.
Seems like a
I was
lot.
basically golfing all day, every day. And it was awesome.
And
like,
it was okay. Like, so tell me about your body. How did your
That was my
38-year-old
first
body
thought.
hold up?
Was like, how many blisters do you have?
Like your
my
hand, like
I have
your hands.
my hands are good, my feet were good. By the end of the days, like when we were playing on like 45th hole of walking all of them, I was tired. Like I wasn't like nothing was like breaking, but I was very, very tired.
Because
There were
there's no riding carts.
no
You're walking
carts.
everything.
No carts. Everything is walking. The only saving grace is we had caddies all of our rounds, except for like we called them the emergency nines. So anything that was after 36 was do it yourself. But we did fun stuff like we carried like 4 clubs. Like it was a 2-man scramble. Each of you get 4 clubs. You can share the clubs. You just carry them in your hands. So like the cool part about that was like we were doing that on Pacific Dunes, which is the number 2 public course in the United States. And we're just like running around like it's our playground. Like there are no rules. There's nobody out there. It's just 12 of us doing whatever we want.
So there's nobody out there. What does that mean? Like, isn't this like the high season?
The resort was super busy, but like the rounds of golf are so expensive that like if you can't finish a round, most people aren't paying that full round rate. There's not like a 9-hole rate, but the first round you play every day is full price. The second round you play every day is 50% off, and anything after that is free.
Okay.
So for those emergency rounds for us, it's like this is all gravy. We don't have to pay anything. It's like there's literally nobody on the front nine. No,
right.
no. So we had just like, literally world-class golf with no rules, nobody keeping track of us, like teeing balls up and hitting them into the ocean. Like it was the best. Cool. It was absolutely the best. So the courses, we played Bandon Dunes and Pacific Dunes, which are the first 2 courses. We played both of those multiple times while we were there. And I think those are my 2 favorite courses. I also played super well on them. Like that probably helped. Mm-hmm. But highlights for me personally, the second time we played Pacific Dunes, I was 2 over on the front. I was even on the back through 17. And 17's a par 5. So I was like, well, maybe we make an eagle. Maybe we shoot even par. Maybe it's a good day. I hit a tee shot a little left, and it lands in this gorse bush. And like the gorse there is like real Scottish gorse, which is like this thick entanglement of of
Twiggy.
thorns and like just like bad shit. And so like I can't play the ball. I have to take a penalty stroke drop. So now I'm lying to my next shot, pull it a little left again, into the gorse again, another drop. So now I'm like laying 4, hitting 5 from like 86 yards away. And my caddy is like gives me just this perfect number. And he's like, just hit it, just clear this sand trap by about 2 yards. It'll roll all the way. And I hit this beautiful shot, and he's like, it's in the air. My caddy's by me, and he goes, get the bounce. And sure enough, like he gets this big bounce, and then I hear the other guy's caddy, and like I'm watching my ball roll from this top of this hill. I hear the other guy's caddy go, get in the fucking jar. And it fucking rolls all the way around, slams in.
Oh,
Oh,
God. All world par.
All world par.
Oh, that is awesome.
And it was just like, I was like, just like threw my club down and was just like, like full screaming. Yeah, so that was super fun. And then the other highlight for me was the last round of the trip on Bandon Dunes. I played like horse shit on the front 9. Just the worst. I shot a 45 on the front 9. I couldn't do anything. And the whole week I had been putting really poorly. And so I like started on the 9th hole, I started putting a line on my ball so I'd at least have this like aiming point. And it like I kind of felt like I found something on the 9th hole, but I still played poorly. At the turn, my caddy's like, all right, we're gonna get some drinks. And the caddies are able to drink on the course. They can't get like belligerently drunk, like that's the only rule, but they're independent contractors. So basically every time I had a drink, I would get my caddy a drink.
Now you said that you were gonna have the same caddy the whole time. Did that happen?
I had the same caddy.
So every full round you had the exact same caddy. So by the end,
Yeah. My man Cody, we were tight. In the end, he wasn't even telling me, he wouldn't tell me distances anymore. He'd be like smooth 8 iron or like, you know, like low
crazy.
7. Like it was, he knew my game very, very well. And it helped that he was like an incredible caddy. Like he's caddied for college players. He's caddied for like mini tour players trying to make it on the PGA Tour. Like he is legit. So yeah, like, and we're on a golf trip, like many rounds we were getting gin and tonics at the turn and a Coors Light, or like a popular drink there is called an infusion. It's like a
transfusion.
Vodka, transfusion, trannies. It's like a vodka and grapefruit juice or something. I don't know what it was, but it was delicious.
Greyhound.
No,
Something like that.
It's rum and grape juice.
Oh, it could be rum. I don't even remember.
Just grape juice, not grapefruit.
Grape
Okay,
juice.
this drink has changed quite a bit.
Yeah.
Same thing,
yeah.
Chad.
That's what,
we're talking about the same
that's
thing.
what I got my dad for
Vodka and
Christmas.
grapefruit, but now you're saying grape and rum.
Rum and
Very
purple
different.
drink.
I think you can make them
lot
with
of it was
vodka
like-
or rum. I think you can make them vodka or rum.
We'd get to the halfway house or wherever we were, and we'd be like, we'll have a transfusion and we'll have a White Claw while we wait. And we just like hammer a White Claw while they're making our drinks, and then like back to the course. But yeah, so after the front 9 of my final round, playing poorly, he's like, we got to get some drinks. So we went back to the clubhouse. We each grabbed 2 Coors Lights and slammed one on the tee box and got ready to walk with the other. And as we're walking, and I sent you a picture of this Peric, the whiskey tree.
Yep. I'm gonna pull that up here.
He's like, you want to go to the whiskey tree? And I was like, hell yeah, I want to go to the whiskey tree. So the whiskey
Is
tree
that like
is
a
just
berry
like,
cooler?
yes.
Okay.
There's this
I was like,
tree.
what
There are
the
not very
world is
many
that?
trees, but there's this one tree on the 10th hole of Bandon Dunes, and at the base of the tree is like this electrical box. And if you open up the electrical box, it is full of booze. And we also had made a trip to the whiskey tree in the middle of the night, a little covert trip, and that's what the picture is there. But yeah, so we made a trip to the whiskey tree. There was some fancy gin in there, so I took a big old swig of gin, and then proceeded to play lights out golf on the back 9. I made 5 birdies
Oh my god.
on the back 9. I made 3 bogeys and didn't make a par until the 18th hole, and ended up shooting 2 under on the back 9 to barely sneak under 80, which was just like a it was so fun. Like
It's like that's a
Caddy
legendary
was
round.
Yeah.
Caddy was green lighting everything. He was like par fives. We're going for everything. We're trying to drive greens. It was so fun. And even afterwards, he was just like, "What the fuck was that?" It's like I've never seen someone play like that. So it was wild. It was super wild.
That
And again,
sounds
yeah,
fun.
this is all like on the coast, like literally on the ocean. Like you miss some fairways and your ball rolls down to the beach where people are like walking their dogs.
So
Okay.
not everyone on this trip was like you.
Right. That's where I was going next,
Low
Mitch.
handicap. How did some of the other guys like it?
Yeah.
Did they hold up?
How
Did
did
they
the
get sick of
15
golf by the end?
handicappers do?
Yeah.
I think they did well, but they definitely didn't play as much golf as we did. A lot of people did just like 18 holes. If it was a course that we'd already played, they're like, I'll take the afternoon off. A couple of them went into town, like the town of Bandon. You can take a taxi there basically. That's about 20 minutes away, and they have like bars and like little shops and stuff. And so they did like that type of stuff. But other people just like walked down to the beach or like just chilled and had some wine or had a nice meal. So there's definitely opportunities to do lots of things, but even the high handicappers is like you can't not be excited about it there. Like if you have a bad hole, the next hole is probably going to blow your face off. Like just crazy shots, like infinity greens where it looks like you're hitting to the ocean. It's just
I was just looking
everything.
at one of your pictures, the one where you're standing with the flag, which I have to assume is the green, and it just looks like it's never ending. It just
Yeah.
goes forever.
Yeah, that's like there are a couple greens that the big one is I think it's the fourth hole at Bandon Dunes. It's like you hit your tee shot and you're kind of blinded by this big bluff. Yeah, that's the picture you're seeing there.
Yeah.
And you like walk around the corner of this bluff and you just like it's the first time you actually see the ocean, and that's how you see it. It's like a
Cool.
green that slopes up and then it's just ocean. So I mean, even if you're not like a great golfer, it's still incredibly fun. You don't lose golf balls. Like there's not like you
Unless you hit
can,
in
but
the
it's
ocean.
very rare. Yeah, unless you hit in the
In the
ocean, hit it
caddy.
in some of the gorse.
Like, are you saying did the caddies help you with that a lot, or it's just they're
sure.
so wide you never really?
It's also it's very much like Sand Valley. Like there are a few places where you could potentially lose it, but there's just not that much. Like
Everything's big.
yeah, exactly.
Huh. Okay, so tell me about the caddy experience. Like, so you guys signed up for caddies beforehand, or they're assigned to you when you get there? Do you have to send in your bio and a CV, or like
No,
how does
nothing.
this
It
work?
was like it was luck of the draw. It was luck of the draw. So like I had my partner for the week whose name was also Cody. The two of us had caddy Cody for every round. So we played all of our golf together, and he double bagged. So he had both of us one bag on each shoulder for 36 holes a day, which is
That's a lot.
That's nuts.
it's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, I mean, I would say almost all of our caddies were exceptional. Like the reads they would give us on greens were perfect. The lines they would tell us to take, like they've just done those. They've caddied those courses hundreds or thousands of times. Like my guy had been there for 8 years. This is his eighth season there.
Wow.
So he's kind of seen it all.
And they probably come to it with some experience, right? You can't just like show up at Bandon and say, "I want to try being a caddy."
Yeah, they have some like junior caddies, and we had a couple of those guys walking around with us, and basically they just shadow the real caddies and have to do all the grunt work, like they have to rake all the sand traps and all the jobs that nobody likes to do. But yeah, I mean, they're also just kind of a good hang, you know, like they're cool dudes, like they realize they're there for tips to a certain extent. So like they're trying to make you have fun. They're trying to tell you cool stuff, like things like a whiskey tree or like little, there are a couple benches on property that are like famous because it was where the developer first realized he was going to build a course. Like it's like a secret bench that you have to walk to. Like they're showing you all these things because they like want to make your experience better because it's money in their pockets.
Were there times when you disagreed with the caddy? I was just watching this video of Jordan and what's his caddy's name?
Greller.
And
Having a
Greller.
big argument about what did he? I don't see it, Jordan, or whatever he said. Like, were there? I imagine you didn't have big, long, drawn out discussions about it, but were there times where you, in your head, were like, I don't know, man, like that doesn't fit my eye or whatever.
Yeah, and sometimes it would be like there would be multiple options, and he would give me one idea, and I'd be like, I feel more comfortable with this, and he would be like, perfect.
Yeah.
And there was only one time where he gave me a club, and I hit it I thought I hit it exactly as he wanted it to, and we flew a green. And like when I handed him the club back, he was like, that was the wrong club. He's like, I gave you the wrong club. And it's kind of like, all right,
legit
like
gave you decided
he-
to give you, or accidentally gave you the wrong club.
he just like made the wrong decision. Like he was between shots. I just happened to hit it exactly perfect, and it was.
I
So
heard
how
a
does
story.
that process? Go ahead, Perry.
Oh, sorry. This is very related. I heard a story. I played golf with some of the guys that were at Bandon with Gio yesterday, and they said that a couple interactions with your caddy were like your caddy would tell you to do something, you would do something slightly different than he told you, and it didn't work out, and your caddy would, they said in a really like smart, brilliant way to like kind of get you fired up, he would say something along the lines of like, "Oh, I hate when a good player makes a bad decision," or something. When you went your way with and didn't take his advice, kind of in a sarcastic way, not like for real. But apparently that was like he was doing that to pump you up, and it sounded like it worked.
We were like jabbing each other back and forth. It wasn't quite like that, but like I knew if I couldn't see his face, he was talking shit about me. So sometimes I would make like a bad swing, and he would like turn and like talk to the other partner, and like being on the other side of that when this other partner fucked up, like the caddy would turn to me and be like, "Now why would you fucking do that?" or something like that.
I think the
Like,
example was he told you not to hit a driver, and you were like, "I don't want to hit a 3-wood here," or something, and so you took a driver like you're feeling better with your driver, or maybe vice versa. That was the example I heard.
That was the hole where I hold out.
Yeah.
The shot was a 3-wood. It's like an impossible driver hole, and there's like all this sand that kind of like builds up, and you just can't hit it far. And he gave me the driver because he was like, "This doesn't matter." He didn't realize where we were at, or that I was even on the back nine. And I hit the driver. I hit it just a little bit left. Not bad, and that's when it like landed in an unfortunate bush, and like the play was a 3-wood. The play was a 3-wood all week for everybody except that swing. And there were two times on the whole trip where I was like, I don't know, like I don't know if that was me making a bad swing or if that was you making a bad decision, but they were like never resolved.
Never call it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. But I mean, he was awesome. Like he saved me dozens of shots on the week.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really remarkable. Good dude. Like I got afterwards. I mean, I paid him a lot of money.
I was gonna ask, like that many rounds for very expensive rounds already.
Yes.
To just play, right? Like, what did you guys tip it?
So the flat fee for a caddy,
tips, right? Oh, there's a flat fee. Okay.
There's a flat fee, but it's like you pay it directly to the caddy. It's $100 per person, and then tip on top of that. And I think like a bad tip would be $20 is like a pretty weak tip. $40 is about probably a normal tip, and I paid him per round, and I paid him at least 150 every round.
Okay.
After the last round, I gave him every dollar I had left in my pocket. It was like we've been through this week. It was just a good thing. Yeah, I got his phone number. I got his contact information afterwards. As he's like,
if you go again, would you like
100%, 100%? I would text him as soon as I was planning the trip and say like, I'm coming this week. Can you please work there and caddy for me? Like, he was awesome. He was great.
So you stayed in a hotel on site, or what's the lodging like? Is it houses or cabins or something?
They have some little cabins, but they also have like hotel type setups. But it's 2-story hotels, maybe 50 rooms per building, but
More
there
of
are
a
like
Sand
motel.
Valley.
yeah, it's like Sand Valley, more like motel setup. But yeah, I had a single room, which was really nice.
Whoa.
Having my own king size bed and just like
Did
all
everybody
my
do that?
stuff. No, four of us had singles and the other guys had doubles. But I had like a golf course view, like I was looking at the 18th hole of Pacific Dunes, so like I could see every morning I wake up and watching them like preparing the greens and mowing, and at night if I was there, theoretically I would have seen people finishing, but I was always on the golf course. Um,
Cool.
it was
Was
awesome.
there? I imagine because you were trying to get 3 rounds or 2.5 in a day, your tee times are pretty early in the mornings. Was that
Yeah, we
the
had
case?
mostly the first tee times of the day, so teeing off between 7 and 8 a.m.
So you probably didn't do too much partying at night.
Yeah, not really. No, we didn't have any like 2 o'clock in the morning bangers, but I mean, well, also when you've been walking all day and like kind of drinking a little all day,
Doesn't take much to.
You got a head start as soon as you sit down at the table for your stay.
yeah. And one of the
Doesn't
coolest
take
things
much.
they have is this putting course called the Punch Bowl, and it's massive, like this humongous undulating green. And the evenings there are probably 50 to 100 people on this putting green in
Whoa.
groups, and there are two 18-hole putting courses
Hmm.
and drink service the whole time. Like there are
Wow.
waitresses walking around taking your orders, carrying out drinks in these carriers for you, and it's just like an awesome environment.
Yeah.
This is
And
like
that's
Disney.
how
This is like Disney World for golfers, for
Yeah.
adult
in 100
male golfers.
that exact comparison came up many times. It was
Interesting.
just like Disney
Let me
World.
ask you that: how many non 20 to 40-year-old males were on site?
So the demographic is a little older than you would think. There were
Really?
very few 20-year-olds. There were lots of people in their 30s, 40s, 50s,
Mhm.
and then a few people probably in their 60s. 99% men. I mean, it was a pretty homogenous crew, we'll say.
Mhm.
Um,
Not a lot of diversity.
not a lot of diversity at Bandon Dunes where it's like expensive and very, specific. Like there's not a lot. If you're not going to golf, like you have to have at least a little interest in golf to be there.
I would say more than a little. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like there's literally
You're an
nothing to do
addict.
other
You
than
got a
golf.
problem if you're at Bandon.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, then so the other really memorable round, the third day in the morning, we played the newest course called Sheep Ranch. And it's famous because it has the most oceanside holes of any of the courses. So you are like really exposed. And then it also has no sand traps.
Huh.
So it's just like this wide open pasture on
Mhm.
the ocean to play golf.
Sounds like my
And-
type of course.
Exactly. Super fun, except it always blows there. Like it is
Ah.
always windy because there is no protection.
Mhm.
And the day we played there, it rained. So we're
I mean,
playing like
all of your
18 holes.
pictures look gray and cold. I mean, there's maybe a couple where you see the sun, I guess. There's some blue skies in there, but it looks like it's overcast, like majority of the time.
It was mostly to partly cloudy almost the whole time we were there, in the 50s, maybe up to 60s, except for the one round at Sheep Ranch where it just hammered us. It was like
brutal.
full rain gear. Like I had my like buff pulled up to my nose. I had a winter hat on. I had rain gloves on, full rain gear, and was just getting pummeled for 16 of the 18 holes. It was it was awesome. Like it
looks
was
very-
so fun.
It looks very British or Scottish. I mean, it really, like, even the weather looks that way.
For sure.
But
And that
but
was
the
like
landscape too, you know.
we were really prepared for it. We were like, you know what? There's a chance that we could get rain every single day. So
Yeah.
we all had like good rain gear and were ready for this. So it was cool that we had good weather almost every single round, but it was
Mhm.
also cool that one of the rounds we got
You
like
got to
the
use your
true
fancy new cup.
experience. Like
Uh-huh.
it was really, really difficult. Like
I
par
don't-
fours that I was hitting like driver 3-wood 9-iron to get there. Like it was intense. But
yeah, I don't
I
see
would
a
do it again.
single polo shirt, and this was mid-May. So,
Yeah.
and you were saying that the weather in the winter is not that much different than the weather the rest of the year. It's just always kind of cold, blustery. I
Supposedly.
mean, cool, blustery, and maybe rainy because
Yeah,
you're right on the coast.
you're gonna wear a long sleeve shirt almost the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Scenery
And
compared
it,
to you've golfed Pebble Beach, right? Is
Yeah,
it kind of the same, like sort of idea, like your seaside dramatic holes, totally
yeah.
different?
Pebble Beach is way more manicured. Like it's
Okay.
pristine and incredibly beautiful, but it's like quiet beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Bandon was like rugged and like stuff you've never seen before.
Okay.
Um,
Cool.
holes that you'd never imagined. Like it was really really cool. Um, the funny thing is like everybody has a different favorite course there, and that's like the big conversation at night is like which is your favorite now? Like that's every table is talking about that in the bar. And the caddies' favorite course, like so the people that play the most golf or see the most golf, their favorite course is Bandon Trails, which is the most unique because it doesn't have any holes on the ocean.
Hmm.
But it is, I mean, it is stunning. But that was maybe my least favorite course that I played there. And my reasoning was like, I played this course in northern Minnesota and I played this
Ah,
course in Alabama. Just like maybe the distance scenery isn't the same, but like I've played beautiful courses like that in other states. But playing on the ocean is
mm-hmm.
just a different beast.
What would you do differently next time?
I think I would drive instead of rent a bus. Um,
Really?
Slightly faster, and I think like the drive there is beautiful. Like you're going
hmm.
through like these twisty turny valleys, like in between rivers and all these like little like seaside type towns. And I think doing that drive yourself would be pretty cool. Um, I would stay longer. Like I could golf.
Wow.
I could just keep golfing. Like I know some people were excited to go home and some people were tired. I could do 36 a day every day for at least a week. And at that with that many courses to play, I I wanted to play all of them more. Like the only thing I needed more of was sunlight.
I mean, I've known you a long time. I don't think I can ever recall a time when you turned down an opportunity to golf or suggested that, that was probably enough golf. I don't think I've ever heard that out of you either.
True.
I've never found the number that's too many, and this trip like only proves that like it's the limit
This
does
one's
not
crazy
exist.
to me because your body held up, and it sounds like everyone's pretty much did like
Mm-hmm.
that much golf. Like I've been times on Palm Springs where that last day comes around. It's like I really want to golf, but like I don't want. My body doesn't want me to golf.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of every day, I was tired. Like my
hmm
legs hurt, my feet were sore, my back was a little sore. But like, I would take a hot shower, and a couple days,
In your
like
single
I
room,
just
that's
ordered,
nice.
I just ordered room service. You know what I mean? Like we did
Ooh.
a bunch of drinks, and I'm just like literally laying in bed, like eating poutine. Like, come on, like it was the best. It was just like so gluttonous, and it was.
Wait, so
Yeah, it was,
you're in your own room by yourself, shoveling poutine,
yeah.
getting
Sounds
drink
awesome.
service?
Yeah, I mean, it's
This-
like at
this
this
is
No
point,
Mitch's-
it's
pictures
like
of that. We could have used a picture of that.
it's like 10 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? Like I've literally been golfing for like 16 hours.
Oh,
Um,
that is funny.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. One thing I didn't do when I was there, didn't go to the driving range. Never once hit a practice ball
Nice.
because evidently the driving range there is supposed to be really cool. But I didn't.
No time. Yeah.
Didn't have any time. Just like Sand Valley, there are shuttles that take you everywhere. So
Okay.
basically, every time I'm leaving my room, I would just hit the shuttle button and be like, "Hey, I'm at the inn. I'm going to Pacific Dunes. Come pick me up." I'd get there, wait a minute. Bus would come and take me where I needed to go.
That's
It was super
Cool.
slick.
I hope it's not uncouth of me to ask, but I am curious. Total cost for a guy from Minneapolis to go and spend, how many days were you out there?
5 days.
And golfed your socks off.
Max golf.
With full caddy.
What was the cost, roughly?
Roughly, and I was not trying to save money in any stretch. I think including the flight, it was probably just under 6,000.
Not bad.
I was gonna say 5. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My bill was just under 5. My Bandon bill, but they also like you can charge cash to your room so that you can pay your caddies. Like it is a smoothly run operation. Like they've thought of everything. It's the best. It's all of the good things about Sand Valley, but just blown up to unimaginable proportions.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So we gotta go. I mean, you guys, it's funny. Like I went with a bunch of guys in my golf league who I would say like are good friends, but they're definitely not my best friends. So like if the 4 of us went, it would be just out of this world. Like we would have so much damn fun.
We
And I
might
think even
have a little
4
trouble
might be
getting
the number.
Mitch away from his room and the poutine.
We
Can
could
we get single rooms and have poutine every
Yeah.
night by
Oh
ourselves?
yeah. Room service poutine.
Poutine
They're
is the
delivering
soggy fries, right? Fries with soggy crap all
covered
over
in
Yeah, it's the
gravy
fries
and,
you drink.
and cheese curds, and I think there was like brisket on them. It was
Ooh, that does sound good.
Okay.
That does sound good. And everything tastes good after such a hard day of like out in the wind. Like, oh,
and it's like it's like gourmet meals. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like each restaurant has its own like head chef.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you're getting like, steelhead was like the fish of the day when we were at the restaurant, and I mean, people are. It was all of it. All of it was unbelievable. Like,
how
Well,
awesome.
We've got a different trip that we're working on, so we'll see.
I don't know if you guys want me to plan a Scotland golf trip because we are gonna golf a lot.
Sounds great.
I'll
Let's
start
do
training
it.
now.
Yeah.
We're gonna need to start training
I'm
early.
gonna have to start going on morning walks.
I finally signed up for a handicap, so I'm gonna start the process of getting a registered handicap.
Nice job. I haven't golfed yet this year. Am I the only one? Mitch, you probably haven't.
Yeah, I've golfed like 3 times.
Oh shit. I'm definitely the only one.
I got Peric in a golf league this year, so
Yeah.
you
I'm
know
falling behind
he's
this year.
golfing.
I'll have to pick it up.
9 holes once a week, which is it's quite nice.
Oh,
Keeps
that's awesome.
keeps the joints moving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Miss that.
Yeah.
Well, sounds like a blast, Gio.
Thanks for indulging me, boys.
You sold me on it. I want to go now.
Yeah, I really want to go.
So
We'll do it. We'll do it sooner than later.
all right.
All right, what do we do now?
How do you
Challenge time?
follow that? Yeah.
Sixer?
Oh,
Sixer?
let's do Sixer.
Who is it? Is it me?
It's you.
It's not
Mitch.
me. I played the perfect game last time. I'm pretty sure.
Chad got 3 or 4 right.
Yeah.
No,
And-
you got
and I'm
3
not
right.
reader.
You got
3
3 right.
right.
I got 1. Mitch got 1, and we missed the 6th question on the card with
So it's
guessing missed instead of riven.
me? That's right.
I went back and looked just to make sure we knew. Also, I wanted to bring up, did you know that they remade Myst?
No.
I'm currently downloading it.
When?
I paused the download for the podcast, but there's like a VR compatible new PC version of Myst. And I don't really remember anything from Myst. I
I
vaguely
probably don't
recall
remember either.
some of the codes.
I remember the landscape, portions of the landscape.
I remember
but,
like a boat that
secrets
would rise against a dock, and there was like a whatever. I remember like some like electric like
Gears.
vacuum tube
Yep.
sort of circuits that you had to sort of do. I
Remember this path through the woods on like I want to say it was like the western side of the island, or pine trees and stuff.
I don't know, but I just got it. I'm gonna try and play it again. I didn't know if you guys were maybe interested in playing, like one night. Like,
On the show?
yeah,
Like multiplayer?
yeah.
Yes.
You know, like stream
That's
it to
interesting.
That would be
Discord
fun.
and work on that. Like, because I remember when I was a kid playing Myst, I played with my next door neighbor Jill, and we played at her house, and we were like taking notes in our little.
I remember
journal
having a
thing,
notebook that I was. Yeah.
and like we we were playing together and trying the puzzles together, and it was really fun. And so
I think let's devote a couple shows to that.
So I want to get it up and running. I don't know if it'll but it might be worth a shot. That's all I'll say. It might bring back some cool memories. All right, we're going to Sig Sur. Brandon says great stories. I want to go, and I don't even golf. You can come. You can be the videographer or something. There's always room.
Well, you can.
Oh man,
there's plenty of time to learn to golf. We're not going tomorrow. Get some lessons.
All right. I'm not sure if there are any listeners out there that would like to play Sig Sur. Also, did my video just freeze? No. But if you do want to play and you're in the Discord, you can hop in the lounge. I'll drag you in to our voice channel, and you can represent the listeners.
Did we decide it was me reading?
Yeah, it's you reading. 100%.
Have you ever read before, Mitch?
No,
you even know how to read?
My first time. I'm pre-reading them.
I also bought so much gear at Bandon.
Oh yeah, I see your hat.
I got a lot. That's the other problem is like you're there and you're on a spending spree and money doesn't matter and everything looks great and you couldn't be happier.
Mitch, what's your prediction on how many we will get off of that card? Did you just pre-read all of them?
Yeah, I think you're gonna get 5.
Okay.
Whoa.
What if we do this? What if we so it's a punishment to be the reader. What if we ask them a prediction and if they get it right, they get 1 point each week?
Love it.
Which Discord? Tom,
I was also wondering if we should say like if we get all 6 of them right, they have to read again.
But they can guess 6 to glean a point out of that week.
I don't know. I think that would incentivize someone to like read an easy card and then just grab a new one. Grab one that's harder.
I see. I'll see what you're doing. Yeah, let's just keep it normal.
Are you saying some amongst us would cheat?
No.
Some amongst us may.
Never.
Chad.
I've never cheated once at this game.
There's Tombo.
At this game. Tombo joined the server. Tombo,
come into
if
the
you
lounge,
joined the
dude.
server to come play for the listeners, hop in the lounge voice channel.
We'll wait. We got nothing to do.
It's Friday night. It's 2 Friday night recordings in a row.
The feeling's right.
Oh, Tombo's in the lounge.
I think you're only gonna get
Tombo,
4.
number
You're only
5.
gonna get 4.
All right, we're gonna
Final
bring in
answer? Well, we had them.
Oh, we had him here.
You're only gonna get 4.
Well, we had them. I don't want to assume masculine pronouns.
Tom, can you hear us? Oh, he keeps getting.
Yeah, they.
We had them.
How about now, Tom? Tombo.
On mute.
Muted.
Tom Bone.
He hasn't been booted back to the lounge. I think that's a good thing.
We're winning so far.
We'll give it a second.
It doesn't have a microphone or something.
We had some issues last week with Brandon.
Well,
Back to the lounge. What's going on?
Gremlins.
Okay, he unmuted in lounge. Let's bring you to meeting room. Tombo, can you hear us?
I don't see
This
that
looks
telltale
promising.
green outline.
Yeah, but
Does
there's
look
no
better
mute.
though.
There's no mute next to him.
Yeah.
Tombo number 5. Now I get it. Takes me a while sometimes.
Just got it too. A little bit of Monica in my mind.
Okay, we can't hear you, Tombo. Keeps booting me back. Yeah,
It's gonna be hard to buzz
you're in there now, but we can't hear you. So
Weird.
we'll sort that out.
Next
Might have to
time.
complain to Discord about this one.
Okay, you
Yeah,
ready?
it
Ask
might
them
be like
first.
a permission thing
me
since
1
you
minute,
just
it
joined the
says.
server.
If I...
Yes, that's it. Good to see you, man.
exactly.
Right. No, I don't know if maybe I can assign a role.
Hey, Mitch, now that we both got COVID, we should go play some backgammon in person.
Yeah.
Just
Right?
bring it to all the other players.
Sure.
I added a role to you,
No, I mean, like
Tombo.
after you're
Afterward.
after you're clear. After you're clear,
Yeah, see-
yeah.
Messick offered to sub in.
Hop in. It's
Yeah, we
also
can
not
do
a
more
one.
than
It's
one list.
not
I
only a
think
single player
He might
option
also
anymore.
be. He might also be talking about backgammon. Maybe that's what he's thinking. He wants us to come play backgammon.
Well, either way, or both. ¿Por qué no los dos?
Ah, dang. Okay, bummer, Tombo.
I'll join the trivia.
Okay,
Oh, he's there again. Is he in the lounge?
now he's in the
Or-
lounge. We'll bring him in.
All right.
Yeah,
What?
we got you,
Oh,
Tombo. I heard you for a
Say
second.
something again, Tombo. I'm here.
Yes,
Yeah.
you
Here we
are.
go.
You are here.
All right, let's give Messick.
Messick, you hop in too.
So now I need to change my.
Oh,
Messick's in.
Now
I
that we
need to
got a
ch-
couple of-
I think now it is going to be 5, potentially 6. I don't.
So,
Wow.
I think it's going to be 5 now. It's going to be 5.
Tombo,
He
if you
is
haven't done
contributing
significant, if you haven't done significant
1 to
surrender
2
before,
answers to Messick.
you just have to say your name to buzz in. And Mitch will try and call on people in the right order.
Ooh, sorry.
Jeez.
what was that?
Was that like
Nothing.
an
That's your
old
buzzer?
Next
really
telephone
nothing.
with that walkie-talkie? Remember those old? Yeah.
So,
Oh.
funny story about this. My daughter loves playing with these, and we had it sitting out on the kitchen table the other night. Kids were in bed, and we start hearing a voice in our house. It was pretty scary. So went down there. It was on this. It was some dude. I couldn't tell what was going on, and I could have taken the opportunity to try talking back to him, but that's just not who I am. So I ripped the batteries out, and I was playing with him just now.
Messick, I don't see you in the trivia. I don't know if you're still planning on joining now that Tombo is.
He probably just meant sub in for the backgammon. See, we just assumed that.
No, he wrote, "I'll join the
I'll
trivia,"
join the trivia.
I'll join the trivia.
which is a little
Sounds
less
I don't-
cryptic.
pretty clear cut to me.
I don't have that up. I just count on you guys to tell me when someone says something funny.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
This run
Michael, you there?
Yeah, we got you. We got you.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
I had no idea. I had no idea.
Okay.
All right, let me
Get this
All right,
party
ready?
started.
So this might be a complicated buzz-in. So Mitch, just turn your
I
ears
know.
on.
Trust me. I'm very nervous. I'm very
Stressed?
nervous.
Don't worry, Peric. You get ducked every time, so there's no chance you're buzzing in.
No, I don't
Question
still
one.
get ducked.
Question 1: What job does a German Bürgermeister hold?
listeners.
Oh,
Yeah.
The
Message.
mayor.
Correct.
Yes.
gosh.
Wow.
Isn't it like
Wow.
Burgermeister Meisterburger? Isn't that from like the those old claymation?
I only know
Christmas
it
things?
from the Freeze Meister Heat Burger old Christmas animated show.
Oh my gosh.
Never heard of it.
All right, now you guys are
That's
gonna get all 6.
awesome.
You are gonna get all 6 now.
Okay.
That was the one that I thought was ungettable. Unless I guess if
Wow.
you know German or have that one. Okay. Question number 2: From what TV competition was William Hung cut?
Parrot.
Geo.
Geo.
American Idol.
Correct.
Oh, that's this lag is just killing me. This happened to me
That
last
was
week too.
definitely before you.
Question 3: Who published a message entitled "Declaration of War Against the Americans Occupying the Land of the Two Holy Places" in a London-based newspaper in 1996?
Whoa. I got
96.
taken for a ride there. Can you read that again?
Yeah.
Yep. Who published a message entitled, quote, "Declaration of War Against the Americans Occupying the Land of the Two Holy Places," unquote, in a London-based newspaper in 1990?
Geo.
Chad.
Geo.
Saddam Hussein?
Incorrect.
Chad. Osama bin Laden.
Correct. Osama bin Laden. Question 4.
Damn it.
What creature reveals the hidden garden key to Mary in the secret garden?
Geo.
Geo.
A snake?
Incorrect.
I don't know.
Chad.
The secret garden.
Chad?
A snail.
Incorrect.
Chad.
Parrot.
Eric?
Rabbit.
Incorrect.
Listeners.
Mike, yeah.
Never read it. A cat?
Nope.
No.
Tom?
Tombo.
I guess I'd go squirrel.
It's a robin.
Robin.
Robin reveals the key. Question 5. What metal was the primary material used to construct the Statue of Liberty?
Chad.
Chad.
Geo.
Uh-oh. I think it's copper.
Correct.
Whew. I doubted myself because think how expensive that thing is.
That's a lot of copper.
That's a lot of copper. All right.
All right.
Very
Final
conductive.
question.
Yeah.
What golfer's minor car accident in 2009 set Geo?
Listeners. Just
2009? Tiger Woods?
Correct. Minor car accident in 2009 set off a firestorm in the media. I don't even remember that. I only remember his subsequent major car accidents. Like
Was
two of them, right?
2009 when he was
Be
on
fair.
opioids? Was
I
he
don't remember.
That seems way
maybe
more
like
recent.
Or when he got caught having the affair. Is that?
That must be what 2009 when he ran into the fire hydrant
Backed
getting
up right
chased by
into it. Yeah.
Eli.
That's a good call.
Oh.
That's a good call.
they chose to leave
So
some
you guys got
details out of that.
5 of 6. Burgermeister was a huge pull by
And
Messick for the listeners.
Mitch, you didn't get your point because you guessed 6.
I know. Well, we didn't. We weren't going to do that point anyway. Who got the
Oh.
last one? Oh, Gio. So Gio reads next
Geo
time.
reads next week.
Yeah, dang it. I got some points tonight,
In
though,
the
right?
scores, yeah, I'm at 8. Chad is at 10. I had to move your graphic because you're now in double digits.
Whoa.
Mitch is
Didn't
at
expect that, did you?
Yeah, crazy stuff. Mitch is at 6. Listeners increased to 2, which is great.
Nice.
Like to see some movement there. And Geo, you are also at 8, tied with me. So Chad's got a 2-point lead. Things are getting real.
Finding my stride.
Awesome. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Tom.
Yep.
Right,
Thanks
thanks,
for joining,
guys.
guys.
See you guys.
pleasure.
We got to do a challenge, right?
Yeah.
We put it off till now. That didn't mean that we thought of one.
Funny how that works.
I know something I need to do, and sometimes it helps me to get those things done to make a challenge out of it.
What is this thing?
The thing I need to do is to schedule a dentist appointment. I haven't been in
Just
a
did
while.
it. Just did it.
Okay. Never
I already
mind.
took care of that one.
How about floss for 2 weeks prior to scheduling my dentist appointment so the dentist thinks I was flossing the entire time?
I'm interested
Anybody
in
ever
that.
done that?
I'd be down for
Like the
that.
dance?
Yeah.
Just try and floss for 2 weeks straight.
So do we floss twice a day? I brush my teeth twice a day, but I
brush my
don't
teeth
hardly
twice a
ever
day.
floss.
I never floss.
I think I
Unless
was.
there's something stuck. Unless I got like popcorn stuck in my whatever. Like I have.
I think you're supposed to
only-
floss once a day, right? But why not? Why not floss twice a day?
I only do that if
think
I
once a day
if
would
I
be
bought a fresh pack of those little flossers and they sit on my desk. Then I'll do it
I
frequently.
think that's the key for me. Keep them
While
on
I'm
the
on
work
calls
desk.
right into my microphone.
The second
click,
the
click.
second challenge will be how many days will it take until my gums stop bleeding?
Right.
Yeah, let's do a flossing challenge. That's a good
All
one.
right.
That's for
Okay.
the good of the
Good.
people. It's for the
Body
good of the
health.
teeth. Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
I like that one.
So we're gonna make it an all or nothing. Either you do it every day
There's
for
the
2
YouTube.
weeks
Whoa.
straight, starting tonight.
Tonight.
Starting tonight.
Okay.
Or you miss out.
Messick,
Alright.
is the guy in that YouTube video, is his name Burgermeister Meisterburger? Because I think he's also in... You guys don't remember those classic Christmas claymation things? Rudolph and
Yeah.
Remember Rudolph?
Frosty the Snowman had
The
one.
Isle of
yeah.
the Misfit Toys.
Yes, all that. There was one of them in I guess he was the mayor, and I think his name was Burgermeister Meisterburger, or the other way around or
That
something.
one. Yep.
Yeah,
The mayor
that's the guy.
snowman? The guy with the top hat?
No. Burl Ives?
Yeah.
No, not him.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well,
I
Burl
still have
Ives was the actual person who voiced that guy.
the snowman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he was the snowman.
Geo.
But they did
maybe
make
did.
the snowman look like Burl Ives. They gave him that little soul patch.
Mm.
Kojak, you missed nothing. Burgermeister.
Oh.
All right, boys. I'm going to bed.
Are we Gardeking?
Oh yeah, sure.
All right, I'll guard it. God damn it.
We don't need you there, Gio. You bail early.
I
all
never
the time.
guard it, so I'm interested.
All right, let me.
Gee, are
just
you going to
switch.
bed or are you playing video games? Be real. Be honest.
I've been keeping it pretty tight here. The whole COVID thing. My main symptom was I get tired quickly,
Yeah.
and it behooves me to get a full night of sleep.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm
Tombo, new to
fatigued.
Discord. There's a game room, and one of the games is called Gardic. It's kind of like Pictionary. We play that at the end of the show here. I'm gonna start a game now. You just type what you think the word is, and we see if we can beat our previous streak or our best streak, which is 25. I think
pretty
Yeah,
good.
we got last time with it was
We got
just
it
me
last
and
time.
Peric and Beta.
Yeah, 25.
25?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
That's
rolling.
crazy.
Yeah, the skips and the hints are pretty powerful if we remember to use them. So, Kojak, you're in charge of skips and hints. So here we go. I'm starting the game. Oh boy, is the bot broken?
Oh.
Bad
God.
bot. Bad bot.
Kojak. Try again.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Gardic bot is online. OMG. Well, this is a great way to end the show. We could do a quick
Bang,
wordle.
they say.
High
How far
quality
we've
production.
Oh man. What do we do with Gardic bot? What can we do? Can we
Power cycle? Can we power cycle?
turn him off and on again? Oh, initializing.
Arctic.
Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Oh, here we're in.
Mitch
What
got
was
it
it?
with.
Camping.
Okay. Nice.
No, we already got the answer, guys.
Ooh. Itch fingers.
What hair?
The hell?
Hint us, Kojak. I'm gonna. Oh, there we go. What was it? How many letters? I don't think finger fits. Doesn't fit.
No, it doesn't.
We might need a skip.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to skip.
Yep.
What was it gonna
They
be?
never tell you.
Oh, it doesn't tell you either. That's the
Yeah.
killer part.
It's the worst part of this thing.
Finger
Dysmorphia.
Yeah. I'm
Can
glad
you
you.
imagine?
Oh.
Hell yeah. I love it.
Who got it?
Trunks.
Trunks.
Dang.
Trunks.
Those are not trunks.
Those are not
decidedly
trunks.
not trunks.
Cannot believe I got that one.
Ugh. Oh,
Nice.
I messed it up.
You guys can feel free to contribute anytime.
You must have the fastest connection.
Wow.
Oh, Mitch spelled it right, probably. Is that how you spell it?
I don't know if there's an I in Lederhosen. I think it's. I don't think there's an I. Maybe there is.
I feel like Messick is the expert on this.
Clean. Okay.
Clean.
Or maybe it was sweep. Maybe it all happened so fast.
We got the A team here today.
Whoa.
We're gonna get it. Whoa.
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 I was
Chad
not
and I
thinking
were right
label.
there.
4 people got it right immediately.
We got critical mass here. This is going to be good.
Yeah, we're taking this deep.
I know Gio's playing on his phone because he's got everything
Yeah, it's
capitalized.
impossible.
Everything's
Auto-
capitalized.
What on
What?
earth? Oh,
Yes.
Turn on?
Go on.
Turn on.
oh, that's a really just weird light bulb.
Don't be so surprised, Kojak. Come on.
Chad, wow.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
I feel like since I'm playing in the web version because I'm streaming, maybe I'll switch over to the. No, I can't switch over to the real version. Whatever.
God, we all have the same brain.
How do you spell hookah? It's definitely a hookah, but how do you spell it?
Nice.
We got it?
Get it?
Water pipe, not water bong.
Hmm.
Both great guesses.
Was that a re-roll for you, Kojak? Water pipe? Good guess. Nice.
Nice work. Halfway there. Almost.
Mitch, you only have 5?
You can type
Finally.
it out. You can type it in time.
See, I can't
Table
type
sloth.
even close to as fast. I have to be thinking about the 10th best answer
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
right.
time.
I like in the stream you can see how my text is first and I don't get the point.
Mine was going to be blood for sure.
Water. What?
Hell is that?
Anemone?
Oh my goodness.
Did they even draw something in there?
That's not what an
Nice.
anemone
Classic.
looks like.
Wow.
Nice guess. Nice
Well,
drawing
that's
there.
box.
Very square. Very.
Takes the lead. Messick takes the lead.
This is a team game, Mitch.
Yeah, it is.
Mitch, you wear some interesting briefs.
I thought it was trunks again for sure.
Call back.
Messick's there too. How can that not be a lime?
Lemon. Oh no. Oh no.
He's
That is
on the
not okay.
board.
That is not okay. Can't type.
Moped.
Was it moped or scooter? Oh, scooter.
Scooter.
Nice.
Lemon. Bright green.
That could have got us, you guys. I can't type fast enough on my phone. It's so hard.
Try doing voice.
Well, that'll help.
Voice to text every guess.
Chalice.
This is incredible.
There we go. Getting a little
Mine's before yours.
Getting a little mo. Not on my screen.
Jeez.
Fat fingering all of this.
Streaking.
Let's go streaking.
Ooh, nice.
I'm starting to put random answers in before the picture even shows up, just in case.
Dig, dig.
Banana boat.
It's gonna come in fast, you guys. Nope.
Brandon, there we go. Pulling politician.
Politician.
Goodness.
Nasty.
From the top ropes. All right.
Here we
Once
go
get
for
past
the
this, we're
tie.
straight to 50.
Oh no, what was it before?
Wow.
Yeah!
That a boy.
Big time.
All right, that's our new record.
Next step. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah.
LFG, you know, Mitch?
God, what in the world?
What?
Lunch.
Clearly lunch.
Nicely done, Chad. Of course it was lunch.
You guys eat spaghetti for dinner?
Oh, hell yeah. Pussy. Oh, Jeez, Beta, you went dark, dude.
All right, wait.
Was it not Pussycat?
Hmm.
There
Let's
you
go. Let's go. I'll even say it.
What was it?
Unravel.
Unravel. LFG, Mitch.
I like the British version of it, which is get in, get in.
Tomb. It's not a tomb.
Boom.
Wow, I don't know if we'll ever lose.
Might just go forever.
How do we lose? Do we get an unlimited number of? Jeez.
Wow.
I mean, it's like
That was all 4th and 5th digits too. That's tough.
POP.
not if you're on Dvorak.
True. Wheelchair.
I'm preemptively putting things in again.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't drop the soap.
Rinse. Nice.
Nice,
That's good.
Jack.
Horseback. Jeez.
Oh, I thought it was Ladybug for sure. Why even draw it?
I put the.
I think behind the scenes that sometimes they show that picture for Ladybug and sometimes they show it for Leaf. I think there's something going on there. Hmm. Sitting aloud. What? Okay, it's a
We have a skip left. One more skip. One more skip. One more hint.
Is that what we have? What's that?
I think. Nice parrot.
Messick.
Oh no, that was Messick.
Ooh, 34. This is gonna be tough.
Okay.
This is gonna be tough to beat.
Oh, come on.
It's close.
Leaf.
Ah,
Fast typer.
That also kind of shoots your ladybird or ladybug leaf story.
But not the
Yeah.
Lady Bird story. That one's still
Lady-
legit.
called ladybird beetles, Chad.
Valentine was a good one.
Jeez.
Oh.
There you go.
Look at this photograph.
All right. No hints. No more hints. We have one skip. And that's it. Let's get to 40 at least.
No lights, no bombs.
No whammies.
Toast. Nice. Got it. Every once in a while, the continued guessing is awesome.
What? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You got it right away. I had no idea.
Kind of like a cell wall to me.
I don't know how to spell it.
The two F's.
Dang
Yeah.
it.
Jägermeister. What was the thing from today? The mayor?
Burgermeister.
Or Burgermeister.
Meisterburger.
Burgermeister. Nevermore.
You never know what this is going to be.
I don't know how to spell squawk. Someone already say blackbird?
We got a clue?
No, I think we have a
We have
skip.
a skip. So let's just keep typing for at least until it shows it again.
Whoop. We've been playing so long, we got a
Arctic-
bot message?
Arctic bot.
I feel like we should have gotten the... I think it killed our turn.
We beat the game?
I think we beat the game. It just like timed us out. It didn't give us a second picture. I never got a second picture. Did you guys?
No.
Nope.
It's like that Donkey
Donkey
Kong
Kong.
glitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're that guy with the ponytail. What was his name?
The King of Kong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. Oh wow. Talk about anticlimactic.
We got the 40 though. That's huge. That was the dream team. When Messic's
Yeah.
here, everyone's the dream team.
Messick with a trivia poll plus 10 points on Gardic. Mitch with 8. I had 8. Kojak had 6. Chad got 4. Geo 2. Brandon had 1. A real team effort.
Awesome. Good work.
Nice
Awesome,
job.
boys.
Sweet. All right, we out of here,
well.
right? What's
Yeah.
our
Go
challenge? I've already
floss.
forgotten. Oh yeah,
Go floss.
Yeah. Cool. See you later, dudes.